Thriving is going above and beyond in all aspects of the sports, on the field and off the field.
I think not only do coaches, but your teammates will immediately notice a difference between someone who is surviving and just getting by and someone who can relentlessly give their all and pour their heart out for their team.
I think what's challenging that we see in athletes today is that they seek to elevate themselves and they seek to use their sport as a platform to put them in the light.
It lasts a lot longer when you use it for a bigger purpose than just yourself. Like, you have the opportunity to leave a legacy. I mean, think through all the different athletes that have come through history that played for themselves and were maybe an awesome all-star for a year or two in the NFL or a year or two in college sports, and then all of a sudden it's like, where did they go?
If we did not use sports or our platforms we've been given for a bigger purpose, then wow, it's a defeating thing. If you're only playing for that one game or for that one season, eventually it will end, and eventually you're gonna have to move on to something else. But if you're playing for a bigger purpose or something greater than yourself, then you have a hope and you have a joy that won't end whenever the season does.
But I believe football and sports in general are just an incredible opportunity for a testimony, because you get to go through hard times and you get to go through the roller coaster of victory and defeat, of injuries, of successes and hitting new personal records in the weight room.
And my career was a very down and up career. I started out my freshman year, barely played at all. Sophomore year was actually cut from the team. And that was really the turning point in a lot of things in my life. But primarily made me realize that I really had to work harder than ever to get to where I wanted to be. Was finally able to play myself into a contributing role in the team, be one of the leading relievers on the Purdue baseball team, and it was just unreal to be able to contribute, help out the team, and really just be a leader for all the young guys.
Year 4, I tore my ACL. And so my whole life I sort of identified as the athlete. And then I was no longer the athlete when this happened. And so I really had to learn who I was in Christ during that time. It's something I never thought of before because I was content in just being the athlete. But we're called to be so much more than just that. And so that was really cool to get to walk through suffering, but see God through that.
It's just neat to see from other athletes, a lot of times in sports, you don't hear a lot of talk about God, and it's extremely important to stay plugged in to hear God's truth. And so this devotional is just a great way to see what other athletes that have gone through what you're going through, just what their words of wisdom, because they've been through it. They know the struggles.
So a lot of devotionals, you'll hear stories of this, you'll hear stories of that. That one of the recent ones that I love was Pat Williams' a leadership devotional. But here's the thing, it's all stories of people. Instead, this devotional, what I love about it is you get these stories straight from their mouth. I mean, they're typing them, myself included. We're typing our heart. So these devotionals are written straight from the heart.
So coolest thing about this book is there are over 100 different authors, and every one of them is going to have a specific skill set and a specific personality, and they're going to tell you how each of them uniquely use that platform and that gift in sports to glorify the Lord. Each one of them probably learned a unique lesson through that process, and that's the coolest deal, is that God is going to take you and he can use sports for his glory if you allow him to, and he'll use it differently for each one of us.
So Thrive You is a book by athletes to athletes. I mean, it's a devotional about just like how they can go out into the atmosphere as an athlete and not only like live, but thrive.
If you're an athlete of any kind, this is going to be a great resource for you.